Israel vowing a significant response. This after Iran launched nearly 200 ballistic missiles into Israel. Israel's ambassador to the UN says that the attack was a direct assault on their existence and that the response will be painful. And he joins me here right now, Ambassador Danon. Danny, the ambassador, thank you so much. You know, you emphasize in your letter, it was pretty short, right, but to the point, that Israel reserves the right to take all necessary measures to defend itself and its citizens in accordance to international law against Iran's hostile acts. You spoke today at the UN. What was the reception?
Well, unfortunately, the UN became a circus. You know, Secretary General last night issued a statement after an unprecedented attack against Israel from Iran. 200 ballistic missiles targeted Israel. And in his statement, he said that he called for de-escalation. He never mentioned Iran in his statement. And he created like a moral equation that, you know, you put the aggressor and us in the same place.
Right.
I cannot accept that.
Right.
And I told my colleague today in the Security Council, you cannot put us in the same equation with Iran. We will defend ourselves. Iran will pay a heavy price for what they did. And we have the ability, Charles, to reach everywhere in the Middle East. We proved it in the past. We got to Yemen the other day. We will also make sure Iran will pay a heavy price.
It is interesting because in the summer, a similar salvo of, attack on Israel, Israel showed restraint. Do you think that was a mistake? And I mean, are you dealing with people who understand restraint or see any sort of anything that tilts towards humanity as weakness instead of maybe an olive branch?
We were very patient, I agree with you. You know, also with Hezbollah, they attacked us on the morning of October 8th to show solidarity with Hamas. And we waited for a year, but now we decided that enough is enough. Same with Iran. And yesterday it was a different attack, because what they did, they sent ballistic missiles. We had 10 minutes, the entire population of Israel, to look for shelter. Imagine 10 million people, like the New York City population, and you tell the people you have 10 minutes to go find a bomb shelters.
Right.
That was what happened. We cannot live that way. And I think we will send a clear message very soon to Iran. Don't mess with us.
You mentioned also for the Security Council in accordance to Articles 34 and 35 in the Charter, and called on the Security Council to take decisive steps in condemning Iran. They did not. But, you know, I'm looking at some of these resolutions from the past. There was 2231 from 2015, 1696 from 2006, 1737 from 2006. There was 1714 resolution in 2007, 1803 resolution in 2008. The list goes on and on and on. It just feels like such a feckless organization anyway. And some of it may be an ineptitude, but some of it may also be just a sort of resentment. Do you feel like there's just some sort of embedded resentment, not just toward Israel, but toward the West? Because often it feels like Israel is our proxy, the Western world's proxy against some of the bad actors out there.
Absolutely. That's why they come against us. You know, look at the obsession against Israel. You know, I was the ambassador in 2015, and I came back now. Since 2015 till today, the UN passed 155 resolutions condemning Israel. In that same period, they passed 88 resolutions against all the atrocities and regimes in the world combined. So basically, they are obsessed with Israel. And I would expect the UN today not to fight Iran or Hezbollah, but to have the decency to say with good, with bad.
Sure.
They cannot do that.
Sure.
That's the minimum. You know, say that that's bad, we condemn Hamas. You know, we're going to mark October 7th next week at the UN. We're going to have a special ceremony. The UN was not capable to pass a resolution condemning Hamas since October 7th. So you ask yourself, if you cannot do that, only a condemnation,
sure,
what are you doing there?
Yeah, I mean, I saw some of those videos, and it's just, I don't think people thought that kind of inhumanity was possible in a modern era. It was really that barbaric. I want to ask you about peace. A Gallup poll just came out, shows that 2 in 3 do not think peace will ever be achieved. Now, they asked folks in Israel, 66% said no, and on the West Bank and East Jerusalem, 68% said no. This is scary stuff because, you know, your existence, your children, your grandchildren, everyone in the region. I mean, for families, this has gone on too long. How do we get over these sort of obstacles?
First, we have to admit we are at war. We are under attack. Yesterday, there was a terror attack in the streets of Tel Aviv. So people are not actually very optimistic about peace. But we are a peaceful nation. You know, tonight we're going to celebrate the Jewish New Year, the Rosh Hashanah. And we pray for peace for this year. And we prove that we can achieve peace. You know, we signed peace treaties with Egypt, Jordan, UAE,
There was so much
Bahrain.
momentum with the Abraham Accords.
Absolutely.
There was so much momentum.
Regarding the Palestinians, they will have to change their leadership. Because look what happened. On October 7th, the Palestinian leadership was not capable of condemning Hamas.
Right.
And many Israelis ask themselves, with whom we will have a peace treaty? So I think today the world, you have the bad and you have the good. Once the Palestinians will have leaders that will acknowledge that we are there to stay, will recognize Israel, we can move forward with them.
Let's hope it's sooner rather than later.
Thank you.
Ambassador, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tal.
Appreciate it.